All right, I want to make sure that this mic is set up good. Hey, hope everybody had an awesome week. Ryan Lee here doing the rate update. Thank you for tuning in. I do these rate updates every Friday going into the weekend, so we know exactly what the rates are going to look like whenever you're wanting to make those offers, put those offers in. So, welcome to Planet Cheapskate. I'm Ryan Lee, and I make these videos to help you, guide you through the process. There's a lot of educational videos if you want to check those out. And then I do a rate update on Fridays going into the weekend, just so you kind of know what the rates look like. And yeah, we've been doing this a while, and it's been going really good. So I'd love to have you help us and subscribe. We're going to take this thing all the way to the moon, and I want to build a community where we can all help each other out through this stressful time and make it a little bit less stressful. So that's my spiel. Also, there's some links down below if you want to follow me on Instagram and get kind of a behind the scenes look at my life. On Facebook and other things like that, YouTube, I kind of keep things high and tight, pretty professional. Instagram's where I kind of let loose. You can see that I'm a normal person just like you, and we have a lot of fun. So me and Denise, we go out and see the city that I'm from here in Wichita, and explore, check out a lot of music. We love music, and we love to go to different cultural events all over Wichita. So that's that. Be sure to like and follow, and hit those links. And if you're having a hard time finding a house out there, I do have a private Facebook group that you're more than welcome to join, where people share houses. It's primarily just in Kansas so far, but I'd like to expand it all over the US. I'm working with a company now to where I will now more than likely be able to help you regardless of what state you're in. I'm going to a convention next month that is going to help me teach me how to get licensed in several states to where I can help you out regardless of what state you're in. That's my goal, because there's no reason that these loans need to take 45 days, 60 days in some cases. The company I'm with, we have our average clear to close is in 14 days. And if you meet certain specifics, we can usually close you within 22 days. And so that's pretty awesome. And we're actually beating that by average clear to close in 14 days. So awesome company. I'm excited for it. I think everywhere needs more loan officers and companies that can do this and are committed to speed and committed to your experience, because that's all that matters in the end. We want you to have the best experience, a lower rate, and a faster close. That's the main goals. Cheaper fees, everything. So realtor classes, if you're a realtor out there listening, you're in the Wichita area, I want to invite you. I'm going to be announcing a realtor class. Probably I'm going to try to squeeze one in on September. I have a really busy September when it comes to my marketing events, my mortgage events. Everything's in September. So I'm going to try to squeeze one in September. It may get pushed to October, but we are going to have that, and it's going to be how to rank on the first page of Google. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a little primer into that. And if you want to dive deeper into it after the class, we can schedule a coffee and we can get things done. So that's that. I'm also going to be doing a lot of events. I have a roundup of events. I want to get the name of this company out in the community. I want to give back to the community. So I'm going to be active in events. We're going to be doing some, if you're out and about and you hear about an event in Wichita, I'm probably going to be there. If not, shoot me a message on Facebook. Let me know about it. I would appreciate that, because I want to get involved. If you're passionate about something, let me know. I'll get involved in it. I'll help out however I can, give back to the community. That's my goal. So the rates, let me get a little bit to them. These are not rates that you can walk into a bank, walk into a credit union and get. These are rates that I get by making 50 of the most aggressively priced banks compete to win your deal. So it's kind of like I'm waving a carrot in their face, of all these different rabbits, and we're making them compete. Only one's going to get it, and so they get super hyper aggressive. Then when you just walk in there, they know they got you on the hook. They're going to give you whatever they can get away with. When you make them compete, that's when you bring out their hyper competitiveness, where you can get things closed fast, no problems, a lower rate, cheaper fees, the whole shebang. So go with a broker, go with someone like me, and I can help you through that. So anyways, that's how I get these rates. you can use these rates to go into maybe another lender and say, hey, this is what Ryan's getting by making all these lenders compete, all these banks compete. Can you match it? So they set their own margins. So if they want to, if your business is valuable enough to them, they can make it work within what I got here. So with that said, let's get right to these rates. They are looking really good. Jerome Powell, the guy who I think 2 thumbnails ago, he announced today that they're going to keep raising rates, but the market didn't freak out too much because it was just stuff that we were expecting. So without further ado, let's get to these rates, and then I have exciting news. So stick around. I got exciting news after the rates. Conventional 5.5 with an APR of 5.769. FHA is at 4.625 with an APR of 5.621. VA is at 4.625 with an APR of 4.821, and USDA is at 4.625 with an APR of 5.064. So those are the rates by making banks compete, and looking really good. I mean, they're not going up too crazy. I know I heard doomsday stories, earlier in the year that we were going to be looking at 9-10%. Hasn't happened yet. So hang in there. I'm seeing a lot of first-time home buyers getting their offers accepted, even with FHA deals. So if you're an FHA borrower and you've struggled in the past and you kind of maybe took the pan off the fire, get back in, because I'm seeing a lot of those getting won. So exciting news to announce. The people up in Washington, I don't know who, it's been initiated from the president, but they are basically forgiving up to $20,000 in student loan debt. So if you are a recipient of Pell Grants, then you will get up to 20% of your student loan debt erased. And if you were just someone who got a federal loan, then you will get 10% or 10,000 of your student loan debt erased. I hope I didn't say 20%. I meant 20,000. So if you received a Pell Grant, you will receive up to 20,000 forgiven on your student loans. If you did not receive a Pell Grant, you will receive 10,000 forgiven on your student loan. This was a huge pain point. I would say probably every year I have anywhere from 5 to 10 borrowers who can't qualify because of their student loans. So this is huge. If you had student loans and in the past you weren't able to qualify for a home, reach back out to me. If you're working with me, if you're working with someone else, reach back out. There's a strong likelihood you will be able to qualify now. So that's huge news for people who are kind of caught up into, here's the deal. Everybody has their, beliefs on this, their politics behind it and everything. I don't do politics. I don't think, but what I do love is seeing people able to get a house that weren't able to get it before. Okay. Regardless of whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, people are being able to move up and get into a home. Okay. There could be something said about the education system is not what it was, back in the day when it was maybe even a little bit cheaper. I think the quality of education people are getting out of our colleges is BS, to be quite frank with you, that I don't believe that it's worth what they're paying. And so if they can get a little bit of relief, hey, that's a good thing, because they're not getting the education that people were getting back in the 60s, the 70s, and maybe even the 80s, when we were the cream of the crop for the world when it came to our education system. Our education system is lacking. It needs to look at some other models in some other countries that have worked, and it needs to be updated into the century we're in, because we're using the same model that we used that was great back in the day, and it was worth the cost, but the price keeps increasing, but the level of education is not. The things that I've learned in college, I have to go to trade shows, I have to go to conventions, I have to join mastermind groups to learn the things that are benefiting me in my business, because the education I received was lacking. It taught me things that were valid back in the 70s and the 80s that are not valid in the modern marketplace. So that's my spiel. We need to be happy for people that are getting out of the chains of debt, and not focus so much on our personal situation, but on other people coming up, because we're all going to rise and we're all going to fall together. All right. So there you go. Hope everybody has a happy and safe weekend. If you need anything, reach out to me, message me below. I'll help you out with whatever I can. All right. Take care.